India celebrated its 77th Republic Day on 26 January 2026, marking the adoption of the constitution that came into force on 26 January 1950. This year's celebration were especially significant as the theme was 150 years of Vande Mataram, honoring the song that inspired India's freedom movement and continues to embody the spirit of national unity. The Grand Parade at Kartavya Path, New Delhi showcased India's development journey, cultural diversity, and military strength, while also becoming the stage for a historic diplomatic moment involving the European Union. Historic chief guest from the European Union. For the first time ever, India hosted the top collective leadership of the European Union as chief guest for the Republic Day celebration. Among them was Ursula von der Leyen, who has been serving as the president of the European Commission since 2019, and joining her was Antonio Costa, who has been leading the European Council since 2024. Their joint presence marked a landmark diplomatic event signaling a major strengthening of the India-EU strategic partnership. The day began with Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting the National War Memorial, where he paid tribute to India's fallen heroes. This was followed by arrival of President Draupadi Murmu along with the EU leadership in the traditional ceremonial buggy, escorted by the President's bodyguard, the senior-most regiment of the Indian Army. After the unfurling of the national flag, the national anthem was played, accompanied by a 21-gun salute fired using 105 light-filled guns on artillery system developed in India. President Draupadi Murmu then took the salute as the parade progressed, witnessed by nearly 10,000 special guests and supported by over 2,500 cultural performers from every state and union territory of India. The 2026 parade highlighted India's growing defense capabilities and indigenous strength. Key military platforms on display included BrahMos and Akash missile systems, the Suryastra rocket launcher featuring deep strike capabilities, the Arjun main battle tank, newly raised formation made their first ceremonial appearance, including the Bhairab Light Commando Battalion, the Shaktivan Regiment equipped with drones, counter-drone systems, and loiter munition. Janskar ponies and Bactrian camels symbolizing high-altitude operational readiness. A major attraction was the Tri-Services W displaying replicas of weapon systems used during Operation Sindoor, underscoring India's integrated military preparedness. How India selects the Republic Day chief guest. The selection of a Republic Day chief guest follows a carefully planned diplomatic process led by the Ministry of External Affairs in coordination with the Prime Minister's office. Key considerations include assessment beginning 6 to 8 months in advance, strategic alignment in defense, trade, and technology, regional and global influence of the leader, ongoing geopolitical developments, diplomatic milestones and negotiations, practical factors such as availability and domestic stability. Importantly, the role goes beyond ceremonial presence and often results in bilateral meetings and long-term strategic agreements. Significance of the India-EU moment. The collective presence of EU leadership at Republic Day 2026 reflected India's evolving global position and the EU's interest in India as a stable democratic partner in a multipolar world. Key outcomes and future prospects include strategic and economic ties. India reaffirmed the EU as a unified strategic partner, strengthening cooperation across multiple domains. Trade negotiations. The visit provided fresh political momentum to the long-pending India-EU trade agreement aimed at integrating two of the world's largest markets, reducing tariffs, and diversifying supply chains. Sectoral cooperation. Discussions at the 16th India EU Summit focused on technology and innovation, clean energy and climate action, security and defense, connectivity, and global issues. The 77th Republic Day of India was not just a celebration of constitutional values and cultural heritage. It became a powerful statement of India's diplomatic maturity, defense preparedness, and global leadership. With 150 years of Vande Mataram as its emotional core and a historic India EU partnership as its center, Republic Day 2026 reflected a confident nation ready to shape the future.